I hope they can never eat no type of noodles again. Can never use a spoon again. Never use a pot with boiling water. Don't even go to any type of water fountain. None of that. Y'all don't need. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't. Y'all need to be. Y'all need to be taken. All them privileges need to be taken away. The thoughts, views, and opinions expressed by the host of this show are for authentic, honest, and entertaining purposes. Unless you don't think I'm entertaining. I repeat, this is my opinion. I am not telling you how or what to think or feel, but I do encourage you to speak your mind and have conversations. Just don't do too much. Also, this video is brought to you by Sebastine's Patreon, where you can access over 1,000 videos of exclusive content. If you want to subscribe and support this amazing community, click the link in the description below, and thank you for everything. Enjoy the video. The next one is Big Bang Paved the Way, not BTS. There was an idol, Bang Chan literally said BTS paved the way. You're going to go against somebody who's an actual idol. You're going to tell that person that they did it? You got a lot of things to think about. The Hello Kitty murder. What is going on with like Hello Kitty right now? Like why is this just some nasty stuff revolving around Hello Kitty? I'm gonna be honest, I guess forgot about this topic, but I was reminded by like a random post on TikTok, and it kind of reminded me about it. And the thing is, I remember where when it was like on my recommended, and the picture of that Hello Kitty was like burned into my skull. I don't know. I think it's like, what is it? One or two pictures of like I guess the main pictures. The first one where it's just like all up in the camera is the one that was etched into my brain. And so I was reminded that I'm not going to say interested, but that I wanted to hear about that story. So this is what we're doing today. This is we're finding out the Hello Kitty murder. This isn't about a mood, about a bing. This is I believe, ain't this the dude that did the Junko Furuta case? I believe so, probably, but pretty much we're going to see what happened here, and I'm scared. I'm pretty scared. Not gonna lie to you. So let's check this out, and just probably end up cursing. I don't know, but let's do this. Oh gosh. Yeah, this is the dude that did that case. Oh jeez.
In one of the most infamous crimes to ever come out of Hong Kong, a woman is held captive, severely mistreated, and eventually murdered.
Oh
However,
my gosh.
what made this case so infamous?
Fool, this is really, this is terrifying. This photo of this fucking Hello Kitty is terrifying.
Is how they treated her after the fact.
Also, what does that even... Wait a minute. Wait, I was about to say, why is that Hello... Oh, oh my Jesus.
Alright, let me start off by saying that this is probably a case that you've heard about before. It's very infamous. But this is by far and beyond the case I've been most requested to cover.
Really?
Since it's requested so often, I decided to dig deep into it, as deep as I could, and get...
Okay, quick question. Do you guys how do you guys feel about people who just like keep requesting like horrendous cases? Like, are y'all like, does it get like a kind of an eerie feeling of like people just saying like, do this case, please do this case, I've been dying for you to do this is that and third. Like, I'm not saying that it's like good or bad, but I'm just saying like, it's like, oh, I guess it's just like something that like makes you think in the back of your head.
it the whole in full detail treatment. I think that I'll be able to paint a picture as to how truly horrible it really is, and buckle up because it's disturbing.
Dude still got this. The dude still got this like scary background. It's just him and these freaking acoustic panels.
This is the story of a woman out in Hong Kong named Fan Man Yi. Fan did not have the best life, to say the least.
Oh my gosh.
She was abandoned in her childhood, forcing her to grow up in an orphanage. However, this would only be until she reached the age of 15, as that orphanage had an age limit in place. Given that she was never adopted and had no place to live, she soon became homeless.
What?
Soon after that, she became addicted to drugs.
Wait, what the fuck? What? I've never heard that. So the orphanage had a... So... That's fucked up. The orphanage has a age limit, and when you turn that age, you're just kicked to the streets. I've never heard... I am not gonna lie. I've never heard that shit before. That is crazy. That is so sad. What the hell, bro?
And ended up having to resort to prostitution, working at a brothel to get by and even feed herself.
Damn.
When Fan Man Yi was in her early 20s, she was able to get a job as a dancer at the Empress Karaoke nightclub. She eventually fell for one of her clients, who was unfortunately another drug addict who only ended up enabling her. Despite this, they got married in 1996. Her husband, however, soon began mistreating her. Still, though, she stayed with the man, and they actually had 2 sons together over the next couple of years.
Really?
Their fighting only worsened, though. The neighbors would often wake up to not only the sounds of the children screaming, but the sounds of the couple themselves screaming as well, as they argued all throughout the night.
Bro.
By early 1997, Fan had already...
Yo, please don't scare me like that. This is a scary story. Come on, bro. Computer, please. Bro, calm the fuck on.
started working as a prostitute
Scared
again
the
out at a
shit out of me.
brothel called the Romance Villa in Cal.
Sorry. It scared the fuck out of me.
Argued all throughout the night. By early 1997, Fan had already started working as a prostitute again out at a brothel called the Romance Villa in Kowloon. After working there for a while, she ended up meeting a 34-year-old man named Chan Man Lok.
Okay.
Chan was said to have been a wealthy socialite well known throughout the area. Fan was immediately drawn to him as she was a prostitute who was addicted to drugs, and he was a drug dealer that also worked as a pimp.
Oh.
He would often pay her for long, all-night sessions where they would binge crystal meth.
Meth? I honestly had no idea what these substances were, but I did not expect it to be meth. What the fuck, bro? I feel so bad, bro. Like, oh my gosh.
Or ice, which he supplied.
Niggas dealing meth over there? I don't even know you. I guess it's my American brain talking. Shit, niggas dealing meth, bro, in 97. What?
Wasn't too long before Fan was integrated into Chan's inner circle.
Oh,
she was
gosh.
there along with several of his little underlings, his henchmen, if you want to call them that.
Oh,
Chan Man Lok was a member of the Triads, a large Chinese organized crime syndicate.
Oh, I've heard of
He
them.
wasn't someone to be messed with. Hell,
Okay.
he wasn't even someone you should associate with for your own safety. However, Fan got too comfortable around him regardless.
quick question. Say like, actually, this may be a stupid question. So say like, say like you are in the position of her, and like you literally have nowhere to go, and of course you're like wanting to not be in danger, but I would say like just by default you're in danger. You know what I'm saying? Well, I guess we'll see by the story, but right now I'm just thinking like, or wanted to ask you guys how you would like, you know, go about things if somebody who I don't know how like they like got together, or like how he like speaks to his, I don't know what the word to say. It was like I can imagine that he probably does not speak. He did not speak the best to her, obviously. But like when your back is literally against the wall and you're like on the verge of homelessness and just like even more danger, what is like what is a, I would say, would you put your life in more, not imminent danger for the sake of a possibility of protection, or would you like stay where you're at? Because I'm trying to like, be sensitive to this type of topic, because like, this is something that happens a lot. And it's like some people get into situations, or some women get into situations that, they probably can get some stability in the moment, but you don't know what may happen. Like, it's just certain things, and I'm not really trying to be insensitive or anything, but it was just a question I wanted to ask. This is really fucked up. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
One night, during one of their binges, she stole his wallet, gaining the equivalent of about 4,000 US dollars.
And this
That would
wallet,
prove to be the biggest mistake of her life.
girl. Come on, man, chill. Bro. Come on, ah.
Chen found out about this and was furious.
Fuck.
She agreed to pay him back with $4,000 that she was to earn from her work. He wasn't happy with this, though, and demanded $10,000 of interest.
Huh? Interest, nigga? What the? Yo, if she had to steal the 4,000, what makes you think you finna get the 10? Oh no, this nigga is. I mean, obviously he's diabolical. But this is, you.
Fan stated that she would need a good amount of time to pay that interest off fully.
That's 10 bands. That's
Chan
10,000.
Unlock was furious about his stolen money. It wasn't even about the money, it was the fact that Fan even had the audacity to steal from him in the first place. In March of 1999, he got 2 of his men to kidnap Fan and take her back to his apartment on Granville Road.
Wait.
It was a massive apartment consisting of 5 bedrooms and was all decked out in Hello Kitty merch for some reason.
No way this is how it started. No fucking way. No fucking way. Bro.
Hello Kitty was on the curtains, on the bed sheets, adorning the walls, and there were even plushies all over the place. Chan planned to pimp Fan out and force her to work non-stop until her debt to him was fully paid off. But he was never satisfied with any amount of money she would earn. He kept increasing the interest on her debt more and more until it became impossible for her to ever pay him back. There simply wasn't any way that she could keep up with the constantly spiking increase to the debt. So in addition to making her work even more, the gang started taking their frustrations out on her as well.
Why are y'all frustrated? Why are you possibly frustrated? You're making the debt more when you know she can't pay it back. Yeah, I understand that. Oh, maybe she shouldn't have stolen. I'm not in that life, so I can't like tell things for fact. But if I use my brain, I can imagine somebody trying to steal your wallet. I mean, oh my gosh. Fool, this is crazy. This is fucking disgusting.
They began to hit her and strike her repeatedly very often. She would often be so bruised and battered that she couldn't even work. Despite this, the group would continue to get high and subject her to even more beatings. They enjoyed themselves far too much while doing so, often laughing at her pain.
What the fuck? That is evil. Like beyond evil. Y'all niggas doing meth and beating on this woman? Like, what the fuck is this? Oh my gosh.
This was when things got really out of hand.
It's already out of
hand. It's already out of hand.
That's what I said. It's already out of hand.
You would absolutely be right, but it's about to get much, much worse. The group that tortured Fan consisted of Chan Man Lok, the leader, Leung Wai Lung, a subordinate gangster of his who is said to have been either 19 or 21, and Leung Xing Cho,
Bro, this music.
aged 26, another one of his underlings. But there was soon one new member to that group, a 14-year-old minor named Ah Fong. She, although she had been reported to be one of the girlfriends of one of his underlings, ended up being a victim of Chan himself as he groomed her more and more over time.
Ew.
This girl, though, despite being very young and obviously manipulated, was ice cold herself. She very much enjoyed helping the group to mistreat Fan. She would even giggle and laugh hysterically while doing so. She took the opportunity to get creative and would even come up with her own ways to brutalize the woman herself.
Bro, what the fuck? Like, this just... were they all high doing this shit? Like, fool. Like, bro, do you want your money back or not? Like, what the... Oh, my gosh.
She was always ready and willing to join in. The group, unsatisfied at the amount of money Fan was bringing in, continued to mistreat her more and more. They tied her up, punched her, and kicked her all over.
I don't really understand how somebody can... Like, genuinely, I don't understand how somebody can find any type of joy of somebody helpless getting, like, beat to the inch of their life. Like, obviously you got some shit wrong with you, and then you add in drugs to the mix. Sometimes I can't even, like, wrap my head around, like, people being that evil. That's the thing. I just can't, like,
They would force themselves on her repeatedly, as much as they wanted.
Ew.
They even forced her to eat excrement.
Huh? See, nah, bro. See, like, what? What do you... What the fuck is wrong with these people?
Started hitting her with metal bars, hit her and stabbed her with kitchen utensils, smashed pieces of furniture over her, and even tied her up in a standing position to use her as a punching bag.
What?
It got to the point that, one day alone, she ended up getting kicked in the head about 50 times. It has been said that Fan even got pregnant around this time, but the mistreatment continued regardless. When she was wounded, barely able to even move, the group would rub spices into her open wounds to further ensure.
For what? Like, honestly, for what? Y'all niggas just some shit snapped at you. Just snapped into some, like, super villain psychotic ass shit. Like, what? Like, honestly, like, usually one, all this shit is fucked up and wrong. This is wrong. I don't understand how people, like, why do you have to pull the layer back like that? Like, why do you have to do that? First off, how do you even come up with shit like, bro, you just get your fucking money.
That she wouldn't be running away or moving much at all. They would burn her legs with hot candle wax repeatedly and even melt plastic over her legs.
What the fuck?
She was then forced to
Fool, she literally, bro, she just stole your wallet, bro. And then the money was still there. That shit is not... You know how they say a punishment fit for the crime? I mean, stealing a wallet from a gang leader. I mean, yeah, that's a crime. But this punishment does not fit this shit. Not at all. Like, you got the money back. Now you're just like doing the fucking most for no reason, just because of she had the audacity to steal from me, bro. You're putting pepper. You're stabbing her, hitting her with metal pipes, making her eat doo-doo, and just putting pepper in the wounds and just, like, forcing yourself upon her repeatedly, even when she's like, yo, like, what the fuck?
Consume even more urine and excrement.
Bro,
the group would then force her to smile and say that she enjoyed all of these things. If she refused, they would just mistreat her even worse, getting even harsher with their punishments. All throughout this time, Fan's husband and kids wondered where she even went.
He did not say that she left them. Oh my gosh. Oh
They were
no.
left with nothing to do but worry about her and hope that she would come home. The group started getting more and more
What
creative,
is this
utilizing anything
room?
they could find throughout the apartment that could possibly inflict pain, that could be used as a weapon. They would set plastic straws on fire and press them against the bottom of her feet until they were covered in painful burns and blisters. They would then hit her in the feet with sticks and whatever else they could find.
Boy, I don't know why I don't know why my dumbass thought it was like the picture that he showed. Because I was about to say, like the Hello Kitty stuff. Because I was about to say, not imagine, but some shit like that happening in a all Hello Kitty room that looked like that is like, oh my gosh. Like that juxtaposition is just terrifying. I'm not saying like as if like this isn't even more terrifying, but like, oh, people are real live incarnations of the devil. You have all this brain power to find out you have all this brain power to find out how you can torture this poor woman even more and not using that to, you know, not do this shit and do something else. Like
All
what?
throughout this, they would throw chili oil onto her wounds and dump oyster sauce onto her face. They then made her drink the combination of oils
The fuck is that?
afterwards.
Oh, it's oil.
It was a game they played. If she didn't pretend to be happy, then they would beat her harder. They told her to smile while they burned her. It was a fun atmosphere.
It was excuse me. This is her words. Not Miss Funk. This a fun atmosphere.
Said Offong. It got to the point where they started using Fan as a toilet, directly urinating onto her
Bro.
face and sometimes even into her mouth. If she spat any of it out, she was severely punished. Offong once even defecated into a shoebox and forced Fan to eat it, which she thought was hilarious.
That shit not funny, nigga. That shit not funny at all. None of this is funny. None of this is funny. Like that pissing me, bro. I'm already heated right now. I ain't gonna lie. This is disgusting. Like, what the purpose was? What, to teach her a lesson or something? No, it's not. Y'all just wanted to torture this woman just because. Like, this is past the wallet now. You know what I'm saying? This is way past the wallet. Y'all is fucked up. Very, very fucked up. I don't know what type of man. Niggas laughing about this shit. So that means they probably told other people that this happened. And nobody's like, bro, you just stay the fuck away from me. Like, ugh.
The group started wrapping her in electrical wires and hanging her from a hook on the ceiling.
How do you...
They would then mistreat her in any way that they wanted, usually hitting her with iron bars and leave her there overnight. Eventually, they stopped feeding her entirely. The bodily fluids they would subject her to became her only form of sustenance. They continued to pack her wounds with dirt, spices, salt, and really anything else they could find to make
So the whole kill is like, they're leaving and coming back. How do you not have, any type of conviction after trip number 1, 2, or 3? Y'all coming back with more items and stuff to torture this woman. I honestly, and I pray that I will never meet somebody this devoid of humanity in my life. And it's like, bro, she couldn't, not gonna lie to you, she didn't really have a choice. She had to do what she literally had to do what she had to do. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. And if that's going into, sex work, that's just what it is. Shit, the fucking orphanage had a age limit, and no plans after somebody gets over the age limit. Like, there's no like transitional type of facility or nothing. Maybe this is my American speaking. I'm sorry for that happening. That's just crazy. every day I see that sometimes I have so much faith in humanity, and I just see some shit that just shows like, bro, humans are fucked up.
Sure that she never felt any sort of relief. Needless to say, after seeing the shape she was in, potential clients started refusing her services, meaning that she was no longer pulling in any money for the group. Fun would lie on the floor, starving, drifting in and out of consciousness, while the group hung out and watched TV or played video games.
That memorabilia of Hello Kitty in the corner is really making me itch. I'm like seeing Hello Kitty like somewhere in like it's a Where's Waldo type thing, and this is scaring me.
She was broken, and playing with her wasn't so much fun after that. But we
Bro,
carried on anyway. There wasn't really anything else to do.
Y'all ain't got nothing else to do with your day. Y'all niggas ain't got nothing else to do. There's so many things in this world. What did you do before you met her? You did find something over there when you what? Like what do you, there was nothing else to do.
Said Ah Fong. Ah Fong would gladly participate in any of the horrible things the group did to Fun, enjoying it all the way, admittedly laughing at everything that happened to her. It was for fun, she later said.
Bro.
The full details of what Ah Fong did herself have never been revealed, but it's undoubtedly a very long list, even by her own admission. One night, the group decided to go out for some drinks. To make sure that Fun couldn't escape, they did what they usually did. They tied her up and threw her onto the bathroom floor, locking the door behind them. This sort of mistreatment could only go on for so long. After about a month of this, on April 15th of 1999, Fun finally succumbed to her wounds and passed away.
A month? Y'all couldn't do nothing else for a month. Are y'all saying this shit is fun? Fuck you.
Cold, alone, and in pain while her captors were out of the house.
My gosh.
After a few days, the group came back to the apartment. Ah Fong stated that she had to use the restroom. When she went into the restroom, she found Fun deceased on the floor. The men began to discuss amongst themselves. They needed a way to get rid of the body, but they couldn't decide on which method would be best. They even argued about what likely caused her death.
Hold on. If this is an apartment, and it's please excuse my ignorance, but if this was in an apartment for a month, nobody checked anything. Like nobody saw like these group of people, and then one goes missing. And then like that one is like, I don't know. This is fucked up. This is very fucked up. This is fucked.
Obliviously, most of them believing that it was probably an overdose that did her in.
Are you fucking stupid? An overdose. Nigga, y'all literally did anything you could have thought of. And you think an overdose did it? Y'all were stabbing her with like, ugh.
Most experts agree, though, as you can assume, that it was more likely the actual injuries that led to her death. So, deciding to put a pin in it for now, they decided to go to the arcade and play some video games, all while Fun laid in the bathroom. After a while, they came back home, went to sleep, and did nothing about the problem.
What? What type of apartment is this? What?
The next day, while completely high, Chan came to a conclusion. He gathered up his little posse and told them, now she must be destroyed.
Who says shit like that? What the fuck? What type of supervillain shit is that? Now she must be destroyed? What the fuck are you, Dr. Evil? What the fuck, huh?
They put her into the bathtub and got to work with a handsaw.
Oh
Once
my
the body was
gosh.
divided up into more manageable portions, they cooked each piece to prevent further decay and to get rid of some of the smell, boiling the pieces on the stove. Chan woke up Ah Fong, who was sleeping, and waved a bag of guts in front of her. He
What the fuck is wrong with these people?
told her to go put them into some hot water to stop them from smelling. Leong Xing Cho was in the middle of boiling the head himself and called Ah Fong over to come and look at it. She said that she was scared and didn't want to look, but he
You scared you didn't want to look? You weren't scared that you was just doing all this shit to her? You scared that you ain't want to look? What the hell did you think was going to happen? Like, what do y'all think is good? Like, what does your end game, bro? What does your end game even sound like in your head? That's my question. Like, bro, fuck.
said it's okay, just pretend you're watching TV.
I bet you that shit ain't fun no more. That shit not fun no more. I bet you it ain't fun no more.
She decided to give it a peek and decided that he was right. It looked like something out of a horror movie. Given that this had already taken 10 hours, the group started getting pretty hungry.
Bro.
How they could even get an appetite while all of this is going on is maybe one of the biggest mysteries about this case, if you ask me. While
yeah.
boiling Fan's head in a pot, stirring it ever so often, they decided to throw some noodles onto the adjacent burner.
No, they didn't. No, there's no way. 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 There's no way, bro. There's no way. There's nah. There's no way. There's no way. These motherfuckers. Hey, bro, first things first, I would like to say I don't even know. Put on noodles right by a boiling head. You cooking ramen while you're boiling this young woman's head that didn't deserve this to any extent, obviously. Like, food. Oh my gosh.
They used the same spoon to
The fact that this dude, they used to
stir their soup as they did to stir the head, alternating between the two.
Yeah, I wouldn't think that y'all would give a fuck about cross-contamination at all. This is obviously devoid of humanity. So you ain't gonna be devoid of some cleanliness or your own fucking health. Obviously, y'all niggas smoking, getting high and shit, just torturing somebody. Shit, it's crazy that I'm not.
By the time their meal was over, the head was now nothing but bone. They decided to take the skull and sew it
That's the picture. That's the picture.
into the
Oh my
head of
gosh.
one of their Hello Kitty plushies, a large mermaid one. This is obviously where the name of the case comes from. It's still unknown why they even decided to go through the trouble of doing this. Given how drug-fueled the whole operation was, it's safe to say that if there even was a reason, it might not make a lot of sense now. For unknown reasons, they decided to keep some other bits as well, namely a tooth and some organs.
A tooth?
However, they disposed of the rest in the apartment complex as garbage. Things were quiet for about a month.
Bro, this apartment is.
It seemed that they had gotten away with all that they had done. That all changed 1 month later in May. Ah Fong made her way out to a local police station. She told the police that she was being haunted by a ghost, oddly enough.
Oh, really?
She told the police that this particular ghost had been tied up in electrical wire and murdered. The police, though, given that this was simply a ghost story, didn't take her very seriously at all.
Sorry, getting haunted by ghosts, nigga. Yeah, that's what you get. You're gonna get haunted. You think this shit is fun? We gonna see how funny it is when you get haunted, nigga. Yeah, haunt your ass. You're fucking devil. I hope all of them get haunted. Shit.
They brushed it off,
I hope they can never eat no type of noodles again. Can never use a spoon again. Never use a pot with boiling water. Don't even go to any type of water fountain. None of that. Y'all need to be taken. All them privileges need to be taken away. Real shit. Because this is fucking disgusting.
That she was just having nightmares or being silly.
Being silly.
This was, however, until
Jesus.
Ah-Fong told them that she had played a part in the murder of this particular woman. This obviously changed things drastically. The police asked her for more details and eventually followed her out to where all the carnage took place, the apartment. This is where they discovered that her nightmares were very much indeed based in reality. Inside, she pointed them to the Hello Kitty mermaid doll, and inside, they found the skull.
Bro, what?
The whole group was found, arrested, taken in, and taken to trial.
Please tell me that they didn't get off on no type of good behavior shit. Please tell me. Somebody, please tell me.
Fong, which likely isn't even her real name, by the way, it's likely a pseudonym given to her by the court system, decided to testify against the other members of the group. She told the police that she was Chan Man-lok's girlfriend, but she was also very likely one of his prostitutes as well. When asked why they had done all of this, she simply said, "I have a feeling it was for fun."
You have a feeling that it was for fun.
This case quickly became a spectacle all throughout Hong Kong. Most citizens had never heard of a case coming anywhere near this magnitude before. Being a pretty safe modern city, they couldn't imagine something so sinister going on so close by.
I mean,
one element of this case that fascinated them was the terrifying juxtaposition of one of the most grisly crimes they'd ever heard of meeting with one of the cutest icons they could think of.
This nigga's saying everything that I'm saying. Yo, come on, dude. I don't even feel flattered by that. I am utterly disgusted. Yeah, and they just left it. They just left her in the Hello Kitty and just left her there. Shawty, and the only reason why they didn't get away is because Ah-Fong said she having nightmares and she feels like she's being haunted by ghosts. Well, looks like the right person was convicted. Sorry that it was convicted, like having a conviction in the stomach to go to the police. Yeah, the right person was given that feeling to get all y'all motherfuckers that all y'all need to be wrapped up. All y'all need to be wrangled. Everybody get in front of here, and y'all need to say what happened, because what happened, why this happened, what the fuck is wrong with y'all, and then we gotta deliberate on how many years y'all need to get into jail, or whatever the punishment should be, because obviously what they gonna say? Oh, she stole my wallet.
The mixture of horror and innocence stood out to a good amount of people.
A good amount of people.
The trial would go on to last for 6 months. Ah-Fong went on to testify in exchange for complete immunity.
What? Are you fucking serious? So you could snitch and tell what you did for immunity? And just immunity?
In order to placate Fun's ghost and finally get some peace, she spilled all the gritty details.
You're not getting peace? That's not how ghost haunting works after you do something as fucked up as this. That's not how that works.
Every single disgusting detail of every single disturbing thing that the group did. She said that this was in order to relieve her guilt and stop the haunting. During the trial, material evidence relating to the case was presented to the courtroom.
Oh my God.
This included the refrigerator where the body was kept, the pots used in the cooking, and the actual skull itself.
Oh.
It has been said that the stench radiated throughout the entire courtroom.
It's still... oh my Lord Jesus. Oh.
Psychiatrists evaluated the 3 men, who went on to describe them to the courts as being completely remorseless. There was one massive roadblock to the case, though. Given the way that Fun's body ended up, there wasn't any clear, for sure reason to find out what actually had happened to her. They couldn't come up with a concrete cause of death given the evidence that they had to go off of. It could have been from the abuse, or it could have actually been due to an overdose. As a result, the men weren't convicted of murder, but instead of manslaughter. The jury had come to believe that they had indeed caused her death, but they couldn't agree on whether or not there was intent.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What the fuck? What do you mean? What are you talking about? What do you mean? I don't know if there was no intent, bro. They intentionally did this to her. What happened to 1 + 1 equaling 2, bro? Like, what are you talking about? Why are we disagreeing and we just heard all these details? Why are we disagreeing about anything other than they did it? Bro, they literally cooked noodles by her boiling head. And you're telling me, I don't know if she was murdered by intent. We just using legal jargon. Oh, okay. That's what's going on. All right. You got to be fucking kidding me. How are you just going to hear all the Nigga, I would hate to be in that jury. Cause who was the person that wasn't making that unanimous? Like, what?
They couldn't rule out that the men did intend to kill her, but they also couldn't rule out that they didn't. There was simply no way to know for sure. Despite all of the doubts and the charges being reduced to manslaughter, the court justice, Peter Nguyen, was having none of it. In December of 2000, he sentenced the three to life in prison.
There you go.
Sadly enough, though, this sentence did come with the possibility of parole. It wouldn't be for 20 years, though. Never in Hong Kong in recent years has a court heard of such cruelty, depravity, callousness, brutality, violence, and viciousness.
So you ain't heard all them big words. Them big words are just them, not big words, but them words that you just heard. Nobody has seen this before. Nobody has seen this before. And we just gonna give them parole? We just gonna give them the possibility of parole? I mean, I'm glad that they get sentenced to life. This is the first time I heard somebody doing something heinous like this, getting sentenced to life. But you gonna give them parole for what good behavior? You see what happened?
He said, "The public is entitled to protection from people such as you." While if this had taken place in mainland China, all three would have likely been executed pretty swiftly, Hong Kong did not have a death penalty. Han's husband came out and spoke of the sentencing. It seems that he was satisfied with them getting life in prison. He did, though, end by saying, "But how can I ever forget?"
What about I miss my wife? Why does nobody care about her? How about I miss my wife and our son is going to miss her dearly too. And you talk about, how could I forget? I'm glad that they got life, but how could I forget? Like, or maybe he said something else, I don't know, but it just seems like nobody cared about this woman, and it's very heartbreaking. It's very fucking heartbreaking.
Ah Fong was released, free of charges, into foster care. It's currently unknown.
Now, guess what? Wait, that's foster care, not orphanage. My bad. My apologies.
Where she is now or how she turned out. The lawyers of the three men tried to appeal the case in 2003, but they had no luck.
You should like slap fire on somebody for trying to appeal something like this. I'm not gonna lie to you, because like you heard what was said in the court. The court. Hong Kong has never seen this before. Why are you trying to appeal this? Like, a bunch of audacity is just like, bro, what?
The sentence was upheld. Those three monsters weren't going anywhere.
Nigga, it's not getting out.
In 2014, the courts finally handed Fun's skull, the only remaining evidence of her body, over to her family, who had it cremated. The apartment building, located at 31 Granville Road, Tsim Sha Tsui, Hong Kong, where the murder took place, was eventually demolished entirely in September of 2012. Okay. After several years, in 2016, it was rebuilt as a hotel that still exists to this day.
Nigga.
The actual location where the murder took place is now, by some dark irony, a restaurant.
So nobody cares. It's just life just moves on as usual. What? Like what? I, mm. You got to be a different type of person to like have an establishment when you know like this building, like something crazy happened in this building. Cause like, like what?
20 years came and went, and in 2020, it seems that the trio never did get their parole, as
Good.
there's no news out there of their release. That is, except for one of the men. The Yongxing Cho was actually released in April of 2014. It seems that his lawyer was able to appeal and convince the courts that there wasn't sufficient evidence against him. As you might assume, it wasn't too long before he was on the police's radar again.
What the fuck? Lawyer doing it, trying to do his job. His dumb ass gonna get in trouble again. This time we shouldn't see your ass in this court again. If that happens, that's your ass. That's your ass and the whole too, nigga. This shit no, cause what the fuck? You shouldn't have gotten out. You shouldn't have gotten out. You were boiling the fucking head.
Just recently, in January of 2022, while he was working as a waiter, he groped the chest of a female minor, only 10. And even more recently, he was sentenced to 12 months in prison for that. So as of the writing of this video, he is back in prison.
Oh, wow.
Time will tell if they end up seeing parole in the future.
Probably not.
There ended up being a few movies released throughout the years that told the story of this case. One of them was called Human Pork Chop with...
What is wrong with people? What the fuck? What? What? What?
My god, have some tact. Come on.
Yeah, like what?
Another was called There's a Secret in My Soup. This case even became well enough known overseas that it was featured in an episode of Bones, an American crime drama.
Really?
To this very day, Fan Man-yi's memory is kept alive every year when citizens of Hong Kong celebrate her life on her birthday with a candlelight vigil in the center of the city.
Okay, that even though that's very heartbreaking and sad, that is the first nice thing that I've heard about in the story that they have her fun, bro. Like, this is, nigga, what the fuck, bro?
Once again, thank you for watching my videos.
That's
If you
it.
found it interesting, please give it a like. It helps me out in the algorithm. And if you find content like this enjoyable, feel free to subscribe.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not saying I enjoy this, but you did teach me something today. So thank you for relying this information on me. This is sad. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. I just like it's very fucked up how people really don't give a fuck about children or teenagers for real. And like just the fact that they don't just the fact that like that she got too old for the orphanage. You know, yeah, her she was giving up, you know what I'm saying? And she got too old for the orphanage. So she had to literally try to make ends meet in whatever way she could, and she ended up, you know, into sex work, you know what I'm saying? And then got into a relationship where she's being abused, then tries to go back to the thing, meets this evil trio of people. Well, that was four. These evil people, and literally just one slip up, and that was her life. Like, fool, what? Fuck these people, bro. Fuck these people. Rest in peace. Like, I'm just like, it really breaks my heart that not only one, like, just people, like, it really sucks hearing stories about people treating women badly, and like even to extents like this and stuff. And You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I could only imagine how you ladies feel. You know what I'm saying? But like, this is very fucked up in so many levels. Like, what are the odds that you meet somebody who is meet people who are so psychotic and devoid of any type of empathy, emotion, or whatever, and literally just, I, mm. And then one of them was let out. The little teenage girl was able to get immunity and shit, and now she, like, bro, did y'all? I can't, bro. Like, you don't have. The thing is, like, obviously there's so much more better to do, but it's always, I would honestly say there's no end to the spectrum of evil, you know? And like, I hope you guys will be safe out there as much as you can, because there are evil people walking around this world, fool. And the spectrum of evil is so big, you couldn't even imagine something like this happening until it does. Literally until it does. This is disgusting. Shit, this is the first time I've heard life being a sentence for some shit like this. Hey man, I'm not calling that a silver lining, because this shit's still fucked up. They shouldn't have done this to her. They literally should not have done it. Nigga, you should have let the shit slide. She probably needed the 4,000 more than you. And this obviously was not about the 4,000. For real. Like, this was not about it. It wasn't about the 4,000 or about the audacity of her doing. This was not that. You can't tell me that, because if that's the case, you wouldn't have done all this shit. Like, you're just evil. You're just fucking evil. Fuck, bro. My gosh. And also, fuck those people for making them damn them movie titles. What the fuck you mean, human pork chop, or there's something in my soup? Like, bro, watch out, bro. Watch out. Hell no. People is just nasty, just mean and nasty and stank. Mean, nasty, and stank. Shit. Ain't enough deodorant in this world. Ain't enough showers in this world for these nasty ass people. You can't clean out that devil inside you, bro. You can't do that. You can't clean it out. You can't. Just, fuck. Y'all, please, I beg you, please be safe. I didn't I just wanted to see what was going on here. I seen it. Now I'm fucking traumatized. I hope that picture of that damn Hello Kitty does not come back in my brain. I don't want.